Welcome back everybody. Thank the old gods and the new. We've just had confirmation that Ciri and Yennefer have been cast for the upcoming Netflix adaptation of The Witcher. For those of you who have been following the news, you know that it was rumored that the SJW showrunner Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich wanted to cast a minority actress to play Ciri. Now, whether or not that was fake news to get the alt-right foaming at the mouth, because remember, if you think they should stick to the source material, you must be alt-right, or the online backlash made them reconsider because at the end of the day, for the show to be a success, people need to actually watch it. I don't know, maybe, but judging by Lauren's interview here, she seems to be just as delusional as you'd think somebody indoctrinated by a cult-like ideology would be. Netflix has confirmed the actors who will bring Ciri and Yennefer to life in its new fantasy epic. Netflix's Witcher series has cast two of its most important female characters. Unveiled through a new interview with The Hollywood Reporter, showrunner Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich said Freya Allan from Into the Badlands and Anya Chalotra, I'm not sure how you pronounce that, from Wanderlust will join Henry Cavill's Geralt of Rivia as Ciri and Yennefer of Wengenberg, respectively. After leaked casting calls for Ciri had potentially indicated that the character could be played by a minority actress, there was some backlash from Witcher fans that led to Hissrich stepping away from social media, but according to the showrunner, it didn't affect the extensive casting process for the series. It boils down to a couple of things. 1. This property has such a passionate fan base. I think any leak at all was going to attract this type of attention. Bullshit. And with any attention comes backlash to that attention. I do think that whatever information is trickling out there will be people responding positively to it and people responding negatively to it. She should run for office. I think that's just part of making a television show, and especially a show this big. In terms of why people responded so strongly, I think the fans really have pictures of these characters in their minds, and I don't blame them for that. I get it. When I read my favorite books, I certainly imagined characters a certain way. There's obviously a couple of lines of description of Ciri in the books, and people become very enamored with their own vision of it. I think coming in as a writer and saying my vision might look different than yours is scary for fans, but truthfully, I don't think it has to be. One of the things I feel most strongly about is people being afraid that we're going to strip out the cultural context of The Witcher to remove its Slovak roots. The very thing people in Poland are proud of. Oh my god, that couldn't be further from the truth. What I've always wanted to do is take these Slovak stories and give them a global audience. As we can see, she has absolutely no fucking clue what she's talking about. They're Slavic stories, not Slovak stories. If they were Slovak stories, they'd be from the country of Slovakia. The Witcher borrows heavily on mythology from the eastern branch of the Slavic family, primarily from Poland, where the author is from. But hey, it's good to see the showrunner seems to have a firm grasp on what she's talking about. Not. Although the Netflix series is directly inspired by the fantasy novel by Andrzej Sapkowski, rather than the wildly popular video game takes by CD Projekt Red, Ciri and Yennefer are well-known characters to fans of the game. Ciri played a major role in the widely lauded Witcher 3: The Wild Hunt as a ward of Geralt's and Princess of the Kingdom of Sintra, while Yennefer, a powerful sorceress, is one of Geralt's main love interests in the games, as she will be in the TV series. So, I think Freya Allan could work well as Ciri if they get the right dynamic between her and Henry Cavill. Something similar to Clementine and Lee from Season 1 of The Walking Dead or The Last of Us, that could make for a compelling show. Anya Chalotra as Yennefer? Why not? We'll see. Let's have a look at the rest of the cast. Oh no, they're mostly Caucasians. Lauren Schmidt-Hissrich's SJW points are going to definitely take a hit here. How dare there be so many Caucasians in a mythological fantasy world based on Slavic mythology? Here's a comment to shed some light on what kind of folk have Lauren's back on this. Alestra, profile pic is a cat. Why am I not surprised? After all this wailing showing the most toxic, racist side of fandom, this is the Ciri actress. Funny how they all could have just waited like normal people instead of making asses of themselves because of rumors. So if you were bothered by Ciri being black, even if it was just a rumor, well, you're a toxic racist. What else could you be? So there you have it, peoples. Leave your thoughts on the casting down below. On a scale of 1 to 10, how SJW does this show end up going? You know they'll do something to even things out. People who weren't going to watch the show in the first place are going to be outraged. Thanks for dropping by, everybody, and for your continued support. Don't forget to like, share, sub, and all of that good stuff. And until next time, see yous.